Your phone is uh, lower the volume.
Sorry.
Your phone, your microphone. I don't listen your voice. It's
Yeah.
always slow the voice. So many. Bem baixinho. Baixou. Ele
And
abaixou de
now, and
repente.
now,
Yes. Agora
yeah.
melhorou.
Okay, okay.
Now improve.
So, okay, okay. Okay, we are live on YouTube now. Uh, I'm guide this conversation. My name is Ayla, and today with me is Mary, and it's a pleasure to be with you again, Mary. And I will explain a little bit how Talking Talk works as usual. Uh, Talking Talk is a language conversation platform for beginner, intermediate, and advanced speakers. And here you can learn the English, French, Spanish, Italy, and Mandarin so far. It's a safe place. Uh, Here you can practice in a real environment your uh, speaking, and it's so good because uh, there is a philosophy here when you can't judge or interrupt uh, the people's speech, and it's a good opportunity to improve our confidence and our English skills in general. So I need to remind you, Mary, and YouTuber, I'm not an English teacher. I'm just a student as Mary, and but I'm here to improve my capacity to communicate, to to listen to, and it's so good for me. And it's challenge. I think I can challenge myself, and I can learn from others, and all of this is so it's so important for me, and I so appreciate it. Okay. Okay, I think now we can introduce ourselves, and my name is Ayla. As I said, I live in Belém. I was born here, and I I've been studying English for a while. Uh, After the pandemic, I decided to study in English, and I have some difficult, and I try to improve it to enhance this talented, and I think we can have this opportunity to talk more about it because I got the subject, and today we are going to talk about how has been in your English learning journey so far. And yeah, I think that's it. And you, Mary, let me know a little bit about you, please.
Hi guys, my name is Maria Angela. I'm living in Atibaia, São Paulo. I'm 32 years old. I'm a degree in analysis and systems development. Uh, Now I work from home. I clean my house, wash the clothes. I love cook. In my free time, I would like. I'm in my free time. I like go out walking, talking in other people's. Um, Cut my garden. I love my garden. Cook. I love a cook. I love a cookie too. I make a cake, read a book, listen to music. Finally, talk with my husband. It's a very important dialogue between we are. It's a very important dialogue every day with me, and I would like. I'm studying English and Spanish science in June and 2024. That's it. Mute, tá no mute.
Gosh.
No problem, don't worry.
Sorry. Thank you,
Hello,
Mary.
Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon. How are
afternoon.
you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm great
Fine.
too.
Vanessa, we are listen, cantar, nós vamos
Oh,
cantar
the same,
hoje.
same clothes.
They are met. They are
Yes, I love
met.
the orange.
Cut guard, cut hair, the small
Yeah, the
hair,
same
and all.
too. We are clone.
Yeah. So beautiful, ladies. And Vanessa, we were introduce ourselves, and you arrived in the right time. You can introduce yourself for us, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the late because the
No,
link
no
doesn't
problem,
work
no problem.
very well. Okay, my name is Vanessa. I'm living in Sorocaba. It's a city near to São Paulo because I was born in São Paulo. I am 29 years old. Um, I work with my own company. I have a company in this area for education and finance, specifically in Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrencies. I like so much technology because I'm working maybe 7 years in this area, like in cybersecurity. I'm married. I have two pets too. The name of her is Empada and other is Pipoca. It's very different names, I know. So I like to write. I'm writing my own book. It's like a biography. And I like to read books too. And I think it's that. And my free times, I like to go to the beach, parks, and walking with my dogs too, on the weekends. So I think it's that.
Awesome. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Mary. I put the question on chat. Could you see the question, girls? Yeah. Today, as I said before, uh, we're going to talk about how has been in our English learning journey so far. And I would like to ask you, Mary, please, would you start to discuss the number one?
Sure.
How is your English learning journey has been so far?
Uh, for me, it's very important to listen to English so far, and I I have a perceptive my personal developer. My mind is developer. I learned the new words. I learned the new pronunciations, new opportunities, improve my life, my routine, my career. And at now, um, uh, I like it so much study English in Talk and Talk. It's very important for me because I stopped my English anything one year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5 years. I stopped anything. I studied the English for 4 years, but I stopped it for the others years about it. I don't use the English. I don't use English in my career. Uh, I decided to stop my English. Now this year, I decided to improve my English because I sent my one opportunity about my job, and I decided to return study English because I needed to talk. I needed to talk English in other people's and. Reading my CV, reading books, reading two tools, manual. I forgot this manual. Tools manual de instrução, instructions manual, and this is it's so very important for me study at now. So far, is my journey is so very. I see a big difference. The science, this beginning study, it até hoje, today, né? I see this big difference. I'm not a nervous no more. Eu consigo me apresentar, né? Fazer minha apresentação, né? That's it. I make mistakes. So many things, but it's normal. This month is my second month in Talk and Talk. Though it's normal make mistakes. During the life, it's normal makes mistakes, principalmente, né? In English. That's it, guys.
Yeah, we all make mistakes all the time. It's part of our learning process. And I confess, I don't worry more about the make mistake because I think I can learn from my mistakes nowadays. It's better for me to process in my mind. When I make mistake, I notice, and I think I can improve after. And I would like to ask you one more question, Mary. Do you have any plan to study English? Um, how do you organize your studies? Something like that.
Yes, I am a person, so many organizing about my life, about my routine and my studies. I make a I'm programmer. Uh, uh, Listen, watch these videos into the courses in Talk and Talk and the Spanish course and the English course, and I really the videos, the important phrases, important uh, constructions, these questions, the phrases. I am, I really do. I love my book. How can I say caderno? My caderno. Notebook and my pen is set every day, day by day. I reading it. I'm I believe it's so very important to create one routine about the study. For me, it's so very important. Then I don't concentrate. I don't practice. I don't pay attention to these informations about this course. It's so very important for me have a routine specifically if my studies, English studies, another courses. Recently, I finished the courses LGPD and customer success and another and things courses, and I make this programmer study this.
Nice. Thank you, Mary. And you, Vanessa, uh, what are your English journey so far? And do you have some plan, some schedule? Do you have some tip for us? You can share some tips, and I would like to know about you.
Okay, so my English journey it's very complicated because when I started to learn English, I started my own with myself. For example, I choose 10 words by day and I memorize these words every day. For example, today I learned 10 words and the next day I will learn more 10 words. And For example, on Wikipedia, it's very a lot of words that I can memorize. So for me, these tips, it's very good for me because my memory is very good. I can remember everything if I decide to remember, for example, and learn it too. Sometimes I have a little like a hyper focus, and I use that for learning English. And after that, when I use this method for learning English, I process, I don't know when I say that in English, but it's a legal process to a Brazilian bank here called Bradesco, and I process there. I don't know when I say that. It's just a little legal process in like a laws and use lawyers. I don't know. Um, but when this process, I receive a lot of money and I travel to Vancouver for learning English. So I stay there. Maybe I think it's 1 month just learning English in Vancouver. It's a amazing experience, and my English was so good. But in the last, I think, 3 years, I don't practice, and I forgot a lot of words. And now in Talk and Talk, I can remember every words. Grammatic is very important. So I think the first tips that I can share with you, it's about routine that Mary said. It's very, very important, and training your memory. Every time you can see the words and remember every time in your routine in your day, remember these words, and just talk with yourself and practice there. So I think is that.
Nice, nice. Thank you for sharing. Congrats for your experience also. So, and for me, sorry, Mary. Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
I have one questions, Vanessa.
Okay, let's go.
What, what's your method and choose 10 words in memory? It's so every day, all the time. Yeah, are you see the words? For example, choose. Oh, choose it is. Okay, in Português is escolher. Assim?
I have a big list of the most words said in English every time. For example, all people can use the words, for example, choose or sometimes or otherwise. For example, this words. So I choose the words the most important in English, and I start to learn. For example, I say I say some words. It's very I don't know when I say that in English. It's very unusual. For example, cucumber. Cucumber is pepino, and I remember that because this method that I use it.
Oh, so good. One thing, one time I see my best friend take the pen and the paper, read it to sugar, post in the bottle the sugar or pochi. Yeah, so all the things into house have the name in English. It's very good. It's
Nice.
very nice, that.
Yes.
It's very important for don't forget this word, né?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
Yes.
said thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, girls. Thank you, too, for all of these tips. And I agree. I think it's so good when we can associate something to other to remember, to remind us, and it's so useful. And what else? I I I really like to have a routine a daily routine of learning another language, and it's so important for me. I do Duolingo. Duolingo helped me to remember and to know new vocabulary. I like so much to listen to podcasts. I think there is a podcast. It's like for me, it's like a pleasure listen, and I listen a lot all the time when I'm walking or when I'm doing my household chores, and it's good because I can use this time to remind me some word or to learn new words, new expressions, and in English, a lot of phrasal verbs, and it's, oh my gosh, it's crazy sometimes. But I like to listen to different accents. I think it's so good when I don't like to listen different podcasts. I I choose at least two, and I like to repeat, and sometimes I like to read. If I understand, it's good to read the transcription. But I confess I I prefer to listen than to read, to write, but it's important too. I think when we engage it, when you are listening, we are learning another language. It's good to to have a daily routine and to create a good repetition, and when you can feel like oh, okay, I'm comfortable now, I can understand, I can catch it so well, and after that I can go to another step. And I think to read more, to write, maybe it can be useful too. And here on Talking Talk, to practice my speaking, it's for me, it's the best because when I started to practice my speaking here, I think it's so good. It's so different for me. Because I can improve my confidence, and when you feel more confidence, you feel like more motivated to keep going your study. And nowadays, it's no more about only study English. It's like share opinions, share ideas. It's a good moment for me to be here on Talking Talk. Yeah, I'm so grateful for this platform. And yeah, I think for me it's a little bit what works for me more. Okay, I think now, Vanessa, would you read the next question and start to discuss for us, please?
Okay, the next is number 2, all right? Yes. Okay. What do you find most difficult when it comes to learning a new language? Um, I think is my first difficult. It's my brain, it's my mind, because I'm very fast and very accelerated, and I need to stop and talk slowly to accomplish with my mind, because my mind is, oh, I need to say fast, everything fast, but the words is coming slowly in my mind, and I need to say slowly, but I can't speak slowly because my mind is very fast. So it's the my first difficult. So the second, I think it's the grammatic. Grammatic for me, sometimes, for example, she does, he does. For me, it's complicated to use these terms. I use the past. Past for me, sometimes I can use, but I have some difficulty in that too. Yes, I think it's that the fast my mind and my body to accomplish that, and the second is the grammatic. Yes.
Harry, your turn. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for sharing.
Me? Yeah. Well, I totally agree with Vanessa said. Grammatic is very difficult with me, for me. And present simple, simple past is so very difficult for me. But uh, normally I learning and my listen. I have so many difficult when other people talk very fast. I stopped. Oh my gosh, I don't understand. But I think so. I need so many practice, practicing my listen, practicing reading and talking other people's. I understand when other people talk more slowly. See, I don't have no more difficult now. For example, Vanessa, one more slowly. I understand, but Vanessa fast. I don't understand. Yeah, I have this difficulty, but it's normal because I return. It's my second month. I know uh, I need improve these points with my studies. I need it. I know I need improve this grammatically and my listen. I think it is. I think it is. And you, Laila?
Thank you, thank you. And I think for me, the same. I think I have so difficult when I listen to native speakers, and it's so fast, so fast to catch it. Sometimes, especially different accent, it's so difficult to understand. Um, but I think for me, when I started studying English, it was difficult about the structure, different structure from Portuguese. And I think sometimes it was so difficult. And nowadays, I think I have difficult about some pronunciation too. And I think when I can tense in a wrong part of the word, and you can understand me, or sometimes I heard something, and but when uh, I you are you going to see? Uh, I noticed it's the wrong word, and I think it's a process. It's a process because so uh, I decided to study another language 4 years ago. I've never studied it before, and it was so hard. But I think if it's for me, it's not so hard about the grammar because yeah, it's different. It's another structure, but I think the most hard for me it's about to ashamed to speak another language, to expose ourselves to others, and to make mistakes, a lot of mistakes, and it could be a little ashamed. I know, I understand, but it's important to do it. If not, I think it's so difficult to overcome it. Sorry, Vanessa, go ahead.
You talked some about the accent. I remember that when I went to Vancouver, I was in the car and the taxist I talk to taxi. For example, I say I'm hungry, but he understand that I'm angry because
Mm.
I pronunciate a wrong pronunciation because I'm learning to. And when I say that, he's scared. He looks for scared for me, and you are angry. I said something for you. Oh, no, no, I need to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, yeah. It's so fun situation. I think it's yeah, hungry, angry.
Yes, it's very common.
And when you were in Canada, when for example, you had you you was in this some situation difficult to communication, and how do you do with it, and how do you you have you had so much difficult, or not? It was sometimes you could deal with it better. How was it for you? How was your biggest situation, difficult situation, for example, something like that? I think could you share with us about it, a little about it?
Yes. Yes, I have a lot of difficult moments in Canada because when I arrived there, I had a basic English, and I need to understand everything because every time the people talk with me, and sometimes, for example, I'm lost in a neighborhood in the Vancouver. So I start to cry, and I don't know. I say for many people in the street, please help me. I don't understand nothing. For the people say that I need to go to my home, and there the people it's very comfortable to understand you, and help you, and it's can me makes me feel better. For example, in this situation when I was in the car, the driver say that for me, and I'm a little scared because I can't tell for my feel for hungry, and he understand other thing. For example, it's the situation, the bad situation, and other time I was in the subway, and there I can't understand how the machines works for buy the ticket, and I talk, for example, for I think it's 7 different people for understand how the machines works to buy one ticket to go to the subway. Sometimes it's very difficult in the first week, But in the second and third weekend on Vancouver, it's very very good because my English it's improved in this month when I stay in Vancouver.
Yeah, I imagine. It's difficult, but it worth a lot for you. And I think your English should improve a lot. And I think it's important to face this difficult situation and I think it's hard, but you can use it as a learning, and in a way, it's good for you for this someone who pass about it the same situation, I think. And you, Mary, I think would you like to share something else about this question or not?
No, no.
Okay,
No.
I think you can you read the number three?
Okay, sure. Why do you believe it is important thing to speak a foreign language? For me, it's so very important, uh, because I think so. Today in the country, Brazil country, um, uh, we are received so many people in other place in country, different country, and for me it's so very important to study the foreign the languages and one of other languages, English, Spanish, and others, because I make a travel. I would like to make a travels and the trips, and I today I have contact, so many contacts, in my church, in my condominium. We is a condominium Christian. Uh, your foundation was for Americans. Then this foundation fundator, so America is American, and your family is American. Então, so many peoples um, go to in the condominium, Americans. Down in my church, so I have many Americans talking about it in English. I stopped. Oh my God, I don't know. I understand. Then I decided to continue my English because I needed talking in other people's. I needed understand with other people talking to me. Oh, hi Mary, how can I help you? Oh my God. I think it is. Oh, now I understand. Mary, how can I help? Yes, I understand these questions. But last year and other years, I don't understand. It's a very difficult communication in other people's in another languages. For example, I have a friend live in Chile. Chile talking to Spanish. One more time. Well, how can I need learning? I decided learning Spanish. It's so very very important. I believe all the persons, all the people, all the children have studied one English different, one language different. I believe this.
Nice. Do you speak in Spanish too?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
I make it class, Spanish class in Talk and Talk with Gabriela Ponce.
Mhm.
The last class, Gabriela, I questions Gabriela about my developer, English, Spanish developer. And Gabriela said me, uh, I developed so much. Uh, Now I don't have a fear. I don't stop to think in the words. I don't search the words comments. They talk to me. I'm good. I like this. I'm happy about this.
Yes, there are challenges, and I think we can, yes, accept it and to try to deal with day by day, step by step, and take your time. And I think it's important. It's important. Do our best, but uh, respect ourselves and take our time,
Yes.
and because it's a process. It's a process. Someone is facilitated more than others, but it doesn't mean you are not you're not able to achieve it. And
Yes.
yeah, I think it's good to think it this way.
Yeah, I think so many challenges every day, but it's narrow challenges, and I don't give up. Okay? Não posso desistir.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this phrase.
Very good. Very good. And you, Vanessa, please, what are your opinion? What are your experience about it?
I think it's very important, and I agree with Mary too. For example, in the jobs and the work, you can see more opportunities if you have a second language, for example, English or Spanish is very important. For me, it's very important, for example, for my company, because I have two, no, four, yes, four students to UNC, and I teach us, for example, in financial, education, and investments too, and assets now, for example, in investments. So I need to improve my English because I am technical personal because yes, technical people, because I know very a lot of words about technical in my area, but I don't speak very well in simple things in the routine. For example, I have some difficulties, and I agree with Mary because we need to improve every day. You need to study. It's very important speaking other language in these actual days. A lot of more opportunities. You can talk with your friends for other countries, for example. And if you travel for the countries, um, you don't will pass, for example, perrengue. And you talk with the other people without difficulties. And I think it's very important. English, it's very important if you learn other language, for example, French, Germany. I have a friend in Germany, and she talks for me. It's very difficult learning Germany, but I think it's the best way for see the other opportunities too.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. And I agree with you and Mary. I think I think it's important to speak a foreign language because from my point of view, I think it's so good to be able to understand the others, to understand the others' cultures, and I think it's a good way to improve our mindset and to when I could learn English and now French also. I think I could improve my capacity to communicate and to it's opened my mind, I think. It's so incredible feeling. And I think you can have a good opportunity. It's I think everyone looking for it, and when decided to learn English, especially English, it to get a good job, foreign job, for example, it's good. And I think to be able to study other levels, I think you can continue it, and you can, for example, get some scholarship in, in foreign countries. And yeah, I think there are a lot of opportunity when you are able to speak another language. And especially your well-being. Because when we able to speak, you feel, oh my gosh, it's so good to understand a different language, to listen to a good song, to understand, and to read some good history. I don't know, it's a lot of example, good example about it.
Guys,
Um,
I remember. Sorry, Lila.
no, no, go
I
ahead.
remember the situation with me. Once I went to McDonald's and I started offloading barbecue, but I don't know this pronunciation. I talked to attendant. I was like, barbecue. The attendant corrected me immediately. Now I see this important with so many important speak to second language.
I think I don't know, but I think when you are in this situation, I think we're afraid of you know how to speak, but you feel so nervous, and it's
Yes,
like you frozen. I
forgot
don't
my
know.
mind.
Yeah, my mind, our mind is taken away, and it's so strange. So, oh my
Never,
gosh.
never more. I forgot this pronunciation barbecue.
Yeah, as I said, your mistake, you're so useful for us because we can learn a lot from it,
Yes.
from them. I think uh, we can have more, um, maybe one more question we can answer. Uh, Vanessa could choose another question, but uh, there are a lot of questions, and you answers only four questions. And if you can choose the other, maybe other question, no, it's not important to be next question. You can feel free to choose another question, okay?
Okay, I will choose the number six. Would you like to live in another country? If so, which one? Um, the question is very good because when I stay in Canada, in Vancouver specifically, I feel it's very different from Brazil. For example, the security it's very good there. The beach is not good than Brazil, but it's clean. It's very clean there, and you can talk. For example, on midnight, you can feel free for walk, and the people, the men's, will don't say worst things for you. For example, in Brazil, it's very dangerous. A woman go to the street, for example, in the night in the cities, and sometimes you can do that in Brazil. Specifically, for example, in São Paulo, specific neighborhoods, you can talk, you can do that. I don't have I don't have way for do this, and I prefer, for example, living in Vancouver because there it's very security is very comfortable for do your things. It's not it's very expensive living there, the house, everything, because it's Canadian dollar. It's very difficult like that, but the specific country that I can live, I think it's Canada, specifically in Vancouver.
Nice. Thank you, Vanessa. And you, Mary?
Guys, I don't have opportunity né, in other country, but I would like think this about this. Uh, I would like I have an interest, but I love so much Brazil. Today I live in the condominium. This place is very security. Have a security in the oh, how can I say? Oh my gosh, excuse me. I forgot this word. In the gate, and one time I make my security card, and other people talk to me, oh, your place is so very secure, you don't have a problem with assaltos e essas coisas, né? Then I love living here, but I travel in another country, but living, I think, so very interesting for me. No, to know other countries, something like that. So this.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Mary. So, for me, I've never thought about it, but I agree with Vanessa. I think if I could, I would like to live in a security place. It's so awesome when you feel free to walk around without concern about the violence, the crime. So it's so difficult for me to deal with a dangerous situation. It's complicated and yeah. Girls, I would like to thank you. But before, I would like to ask you, Vanessa, how do you, what did you think about this conversation? Did you like it? What did you think, please?
I like so much because every time that I went on these immersions, I can learn and I can understand and remember a lot of words that I learned in Canada, for example, in my routine, and I can practice these words. I can put these words in the phrases and make sense for me. This conversation is very good. I like to talk and listen other people speaking English because it's very different. You just read and write English, but when you improve with conversation, it's very good than just writing and reading. So I like, and I say thank you for Ayla and Mary too, and that's it.
Thank you, congrats, and thank you a lot for your contribution. here with your tip, your experience. It's incredible. So I think we need to keep it going, our study, and it's so important to practice. And here it's a safe place, here, a good way to in a real environment to enhance our capacity to communicate. And I put the link of survey on chat. Unfortunately, we don't have more time. I would like to ask you, Mary, but we don't have more time.
No
And
problem.
I want to thank you. And please, I hope you like this, and I hope to see you in the next time. Okay, and
Okay.
bye bye.
Thank you so much,